everyone, welcome back to Be Urban, and yep, I'm back at LA Union Station for another video, and by video I mean a shitty vlog because I cannot keep a camera still for more than 0 seconds. Anyway, this is Trainfest 2025, it is super cool. This was a fun, awesome event, and I got to go with it with my urban planning club, which is super cool. So I arrived a little early because I drove here. Honestly, there's not enough public transit access to where I am, so I am driving to LA Union Station, which meant going through hell of traffic, but hey, that's okay. It's not that awful. I mean, there's a metro now, it goes to Pomona and stuff, and I didn't take the train all the way there because I ran out of time, but that's okay. This was cool. I got to go to a bunch of the booths, I caught all the stamps, I got the key, not the keychain, I got the pin, I got the poster. It's really cool to see all the people that were there. LA Union was packed. It was also really cool, and that poor computer with like no power left. So I went to first the California high-speed rail booth, and it was really cool. I did do the VR. It was kind of awful. It was bad. It was not. If I was on the fence on high-speed rail, the VR might have actually made me not like it. I feel really bad for the students saying that, but it didn't really display what we were doing, what it would look like that well. But, you know, it's a student project. I don't blame them for the quality. It's probably they didn't have enough time to make it, but it does give you a good idea. I just think it would have been better with photos. Anyway, it was packed here. There was just tons of photos, and I just adore the model train set. I'm just a huge model train person, and I grew up watching I Love Toy Trains. If you remember that, it's cool. This entire display was just freaking making me super happy seeing all these little things. And I actually asked the people, and I figured it out, but I was not 100% sure. But yes, all the streetcars are actually powered by electricity. Those trolley poles they have are connecting to actual live wires. And the guy said that they actually used to have a shirt saying, yes, the wires are live. And I really love this little LA Metro tram going around. It makes me wish that the LA Metro was a lot more like the E-Line in more places, because I think of metro systems as walking accelerators, and it being a subway a lot of the time I think it would be better as a tramway, but obviously LA traffic, and sometimes this is the best they can do. Anyway, this model was utterly fantastic. I love those little red cars, and coming over here, oh, this thing was so cool. Yeah, you're just gonna hear me geeking out about model trains for the next 3 minutes or something. I mean, this is the Santa Fe trains or whatever. They had an actual Santa Fe with passenger train, but those things are so cool. They're really long. I talked to the people who do run it. It's just, they have a whole bunch of electronics behind the scene. The tracks power it. It's so cool. This is, you know, that's the Pacific Surfliner, and then you have your Santa Fe. And, oh, I was just geeking out so much. It's so cool. Look at the rock work. I mean, come on, this is so cool. But, yeah, this thing with those larger trains, so cool. A lot of them were model kits, and a lot of the things were kit bashed or just completely scratch built. And of course we have the Japanese Shinkansen, the original one that opened in the 60s that is still somehow barely surpassed by the Acela Next Generation. I don't know how America has managed to mess it up that the 60 Shinkansen is still somehow a better train than 90% of our modern passenger trains, but who cares? Anyway, the Tornado was super sick, and the train, of course, is epic! So, yeah, this is a little lumber mill they made, and here we have all of the, military stuff being taken on the train, and it's just so cool to see all of this stuff, and I have rarely gotten to see model trains in quite a while, so seeing it in person once again is just, oh, it makes me wish I had a basement that I could just fill with model trains. But I'm also a Lego fan. Don't worry, I went to the Lego section, but I'm not jumping the gun yet. This is still super, super cool. So I guess, of course, I tried on the VR thing, and as I said earlier, it was kind of disappointing. Anyway, the station, of course, is beautiful. And, of course, the Lego section, I wish it looked a little nicer, but oh my gosh, it's so cool to see all the Lego modulars next to each other, all these mocks, and the trains were where it was at. A lot of them were actually extended by the builders, by the Lego Lug, and it's really cool to see. And then there's this little section of LA Union that I didn't know existed that's just like this empty corridor next to where the restaurant used to be. Or I guess, I don't know if it still acts as a restaurant, they just didn't have it like that for today. But it's super classy, and then, of course, as the club, we walk to Olivera Street, and LA, what is this faux brick painted on crap? They did a similar thing in Mini Tokyo, Little Tokyo, but it was way better there, and here it's not as great. But yeah, Olivera Street, not exactly my favorite place in Los Angeles, but it's super cute, super walkable, not necessarily ADA compliant. You can't really fit a wheelchair through there. I saw some people on electric buggies struggling, but yeah, then we took the A line to Little Tokyo, and I mean, come on, you gotta love the LA Metro train. It's so cool. I just wish it had better color scheme. I think yellow with blue behind it. I think the siding should be like a blue color that would make it stand out than just stainless steel. But that's a personal opinion. I still love the LA Metro. It's nice and quiet, it accelerates really quickly, and I would definitely ride it way more than Metrolink, though I do enjoy Metrolink. But come on, it's Metrolink, it's a lot more comfortable. However, LA Metro, just getting around the city, super nice and easy, just get on and get off, and come on, you cannot beat that 5 to 10 to 15 minute headways. Those are just astonishingly first class, first world, really nice. And you get a really good view of LA from the elevated sections of the line. It's really funny just being on an elevated rail and then suddenly going down into a subway and seeing all those poor people in traffic. Well, they're not poor people, but you know what I mean. People who it's sad that they're stuck in traffic, which I was one of just basically a couple hours earlier. The stations are really nice and spacious and beautiful, and I love all the artwork that LA has put into these stations. They make them feel alive, but again, I wish they weren't subway stations and were instead at-grade above-ground stations, more like the E-Line, because it's just a lot nicer to basically just walk up a little ramp or a couple steps and just walk on instead of having to go down a bunch of escalators or stairs. That being said, them doing this sort of subway system, I wish allowed them to also put buildings on top of the subway so that they could have some more mixed use. The area around the Little Tokyo station is super cute, super nice, and they're doing a lot of development, but I wish were doing a little more. But otherwise, this area is great. The Japanese Village Plaza has instantly become one of my favorite spots in Los Angeles. I haven't actually been here before. Usually, back when I lived in LA proper, I was basically going to more Koreatown area, but now I'm in, I haven't been here in quite a while, and boy, this area is cool. Yes, very touristy, but also, I mean, come on, it's cool. I build a lot of Gundam. I love myself some import action figures, so this area was awesome, and I love this little plaque. This area, if I remember correctly, is a newly pedestrianized street, and it honestly doesn't even feel like Los Angeles. It's that crazy. It's like being in a completely different city when you're in Little Tokyo, and I just love the look of this area. It feels really cool, and oh boy, I love this little fountain. It was a little gross at the bottom, but it's cool. I like it. I enjoy little fountains. I enjoy quiet but busy areas, if you know what I mean. And then, of course, we split apart and went back to the metro station, and they went back to their area, and I went back to LA Union so that I could drive home. I really kind of like that Rubik's Cube, but I don't know, the images in it are kind of silly. But yeah, that was a really nice day, and I am really bad at vlogging, as you can tell. But that's okay, because it's train. You get some train footage. You always get cool train footage if you're in a station as a train person, and you can see me for like 0 seconds. Anyway, yes, this is really cool, and this time instead of sitting, I just hung on the little rack thing, the little handle. Though when I actually went to grab it, it was like flipped up and impossible to grab. I had to like flip it out. I don't know who did that or why. That's kind of rude. There's a lot of really cool cosplayers in Little Tokyo, and you saw one of them in this footage right here, but there's a lot of really cool cosplayers. I'm just like, holy crap, I need to come back to Little Tokyo more. Yeah, and it's a cool subway. You have your little map, and I believe that is the newly extended 8 line that they're showing there. It's just insane to me how Los Angeles has the longest light rail line in the world now, I mean, just compared to the 90s when there was nothing, I wasn't alive yet, but now there's the longest light rail line in the world, and they are building station after station, and I hope they continue the pace, maybe speed up a little more, because, you know, you can never have too many, okay, you can have too much rail lines if you want to bottleneck your system, but yeah, this is really cool, and speeding slower than the cars is kind of sad, but, you know, it's still really cool to see going so fast, not having to be in traffic, just getting on and getting off. Today was free. I'm pretty sure also on the 21st it's free to take the metro, but yeah, I think I really enjoyed my trip. All my friends really enjoyed the trip, and it's so fun to just kind of go around, and I did get jostled when it stopped kind of suddenly there, but that's okay. It's really cool and fun to just take a tram, go where you want, have it be your walking accelerator. And, I mean, LA Union Station. I really enjoy LA Union Station, but similar to the freeway that was also built along the same time as it did displace a lot of people from Chinatown, which is very unfortunate. Just like the history of LA Union Station and the freeways going through Los Angeles. But, you know, that freeway is utterly huge. Hopefully they can cap it one day and actually use it for something other than, you know, freeway, because it's, yeah. But coming into the station, it was really nice to just come back in and see and hope they add more mixed use around the station, because just kind of exiting the station, like, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff around, but directly, like, immediately exiting the station, it kind of feels really car-centric. The lights aren't even pedestrian prioritized. That really sucks. But, you know, I just walked back to my car and drove back home, and it's really cool and a nice way to end the day. Hey, it's me, in the present, alive. I have a pin from the event. This is actually filmed on the 21st, not the 20th, though I went to the event on the 20th. Look at this really cool Union Station pin. It's so cool. I love it. It's so cool. Okay, anyway, so this is all the goodies. This is the tap bag you got for following LA Tap or whatever. This is where they had, you know, your... oh, what was it called? This is where they had the stamps that you stamped. I don't have the stamps because they took the stamps, because then they give you the pin and the poster. Anyway, it has a map of Union Station, a list of things, where you go, yada yada, things around in the festival programming. This is a book from California High Speed Rail. It's a children's coloring book. I didn't realize it when I grabbed it, but that's okay. This is neat. It's getting the kids to learn about public transit and high-speed rail and all that other fun stuff. You know, find all the cool road ID things and the maze and word search, and it's cool. I like it. Fun. Okay, so now we get to the other meat and potatoes, the posters. There's this poster, LA Spirit in Motion, LA Union Station. Really cool poster. I love this one. I don't know if I'll put it on the wall, but I will likely just, you know, put it somewhere. And then we have, I guess they had leftovers, so they give you the Train Festival poster from 2023. Glad they're still giving these out for those that missed it, and for those who, you know, I guess, so they don't have to waste them. You know what? Preventing waste is really good, so I'm glad that they're giving out the posters from 2023 as well as the ones for 2025. So yep, there's the posters. It's a poster in a bag. It's a nice little tote bag. I wish it wasn't clear, but it's cool. It says taptogo.net, and it's for following their Instagram. And this is where I put my goodies from the festival. Yay! There we go. So, yeah, that was basically my first vlog on the channel, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you next video, which hopefully will be on the Rainbow Bridge, the 6th Street, why am I forgetting everything? Anyway, it should be on the bridge that had all its copper stolen, unless I forget to make it on the bridge that had all its copper stolen, or decide to do a different video. Bye!